I'm here tonight with myself and my children.
Hey guys, just a small reminder that make sure your notification bell is on with the option always on all so you get all of these lives, premieres, and pre-recorded videos. I want to get directly into this. I was undecidable if I was going to put up this content. I was looking at a live that Velvet had did in the dark yesterday, which was Tuesday. It appeared she was having a nervous breakdown. She started crying. I think it was a mixture of regret, sorrows, happiness, feeling free, all of the above. And she shared that on social media. I think that's becoming the norm. People just getting on social media thinking that it's acceptable to just air whatever's going on behind closed doors with the public, not realizing when you put people in your business, they stay in your business. But I think that if Velvet had people around her that told her what she needed to hear, not what she wanted to hear, that she would heal.
I'm here tonight with myself and my children. I wish that I can give you my lens. The lens to my life. My dad, my father, he was the last person that I lost to my old life. And when my dad passed away, I felt a feeling that I never felt before. It was so liberating. I finally felt like I could fly. My life hasn't been easy by far, and I don't expect anyone to care. But I can feel the pain. I can feel the suffering of my old life, and I feel like I can fly. And there's a deep contrast of my situation that I don't think no one will ever be able to understand but me. And maybe at least one person that can get close enough to me to go deep with me.
And I feel like the few people that told her what she needed to hear, she and others, badgered that person and made them look like a bad guy. One being her mother. Her mother told her what she needed to hear and what she wanted for her daughter. First and foremost, when she had came home, was to heal. to get some sort of counseling, not be ashamed of it. And if you whatever decisions you make in your life, at least if you move forward, move ahead, get the healing process going. If it takes therapy, counseling, whatever it is, talk to someone, get it out, identify why it happens so it doesn't repeat itself. You're supposed to learn from your mistakes. People say, well, you're supposed to make mistakes, to grow, but you don't want to keep making mistakes. And I think the problem with Velvet is that she keeps making mistakes, and is she learning from them? It's a really unfortunate situation that she's going through. Um, I'm gonna say that one of the reasons why she's going through what she's going through is because she's young and she's testing the waters, and she's gonna bump and fall and bump her head a few times and make mistakes, and she's gonna learn from it and so forth. And that's fine. But trying to find happiness or healing through man to man to man and doing this around the children is not healing. Um, it's something that you're jumping right into. It's something that's toxic. It's something that is not healing. And a lot of time, especially knowing where Velvet has came from, dealing with Nature Boy, there are alternative motives that people have for Velvet. People want a fast come up, just like Velvet wants a fast come up. So people use Velvet, Velvet uses people. Velvet has to learn that in life, we have to learn from our mistakes. We have to learn that if you can't be by yourself, you can't be with anybody else. And that we also have to learn that we have to lead by example, but we can't just let anybody lead us or tell us what is right for our life. Because right now, I don't think that her going over to Yahken is a fit for her. I feel like, Yahken, he gives me pimping ain't easy vibes. I feel as though, in my opinion, the women that are over there, they're his wives, but any means necessary to make money, I feel as though he's on that street mentality, and book smart mentality as well. And I don't think that Velvet is built for that environment. And also being a mother of two kids, why would she want to put herself in that situation with two kids? Because I don't think that Yakin has time to have even his wives helping her take care of her two kids. I honestly think that Velvet is trying to go over to his camp, one, to be with Yakin. I'm quite sure there's probably a physical attraction, but also because Velvet is used to someone helping her with her child. She had help with baby Ileana, so she could spend time with Nature Boy. When Nature Boy wanted her, he had her at all times because he had the women that were his wives to help take care of baby Eliana. And I think that she's so used to that part of the program and feeling spoiled on that level. Maybe not in other areas. We know she was being mistreated, but she did obviously um get a full helping hand when it came to people helping with her child. Even if they didn't want to do it, they had no other choice. They were over in carbonation, and whatever Nature Boy had told them to do, that's what they had to do. But there's a lot of things that Yaken had said that we can already see and hear that it's not going to be a fit. Velvet being over there with him. One being, he was saying how there was a girl who wanted to live in an RV. Um, and Velvet at one point in time wanted to live in a van. In a tiny home. These little, fantasies. And see, Yaken's not on that time. He calls himself a spiritual brother, but he still got hood in him. He still has street in him. Like he said, he treats people and women in particular accordingly. If you act like a hoe, I'm gonna treat you like one. If you act like a queen, I'm gonna treat you like one. So Velvet's not gonna be able to go over there and think she's gonna get things her way. It's not gonna work. You're gonna sit there and leave all your worldly possessions, get rid of your apartment, and travel over with 2 kids to be in another man's world, to be part of another man's fantasy, and then it doesn't work out, and then now you're back in the shelter with 2 kids trying to find another apartment, and he then went on with his life. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I know that are up against her. I know that it has hurt her, what Solar has done to her. Um, but she'll get over that. Um, but I really think that she really needs to get a reality check, because if she does not, she's going to be making mistakes that she's not going to be able to rebound from. One being that you don't want to have the system in your business with your children. You know, I really think it's at the point that, I wouldn't even trust some of the things that she's doing online or saying online, her behavior, things that were exposed by Solar. I think that really she should be laying low and focusing more on her family, so that these people don't be doing foolishness like trying to call um social services on her, and do wellness checks and all this other stuff, because once you get in the system with your kids, it's just somewhere you just don't want to be. So I think that she really needs to be mindful of her decisions, tread lightly, heal. If you need therapy or counseling, don't be ashamed of it, and just move forward.